Good Wednesday evening, folks. Good Wednesday evening. Hello, Tina. Hello, Tina, coming in from Jersey, Central Jersey. Yes, Rich Roberts, that Fireman Rich here for, oh, you know what? I forgot one thing. I always forget one thing. Let me bring it up here real quick. There we go. Let's talk football. There it is. Sorry, Mr. Owl. You're going to have to forgot to put up the shingle. Hello, folks. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble. For Rumble Studios, broadcasting into Rumble, Locals, YouTube Live, Twitch, Facebook, X Live, and Kick. And primarily over there on X, at Fireman Rich. That's where I do most of my social media postings, but I'm on a host of others. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at, or else check the descriptions on the various platforms you're on. But we're here for Let's Talk Football, and I made it. I'm here, Tina, just a few minutes late, but I was out earlier here meeting up with some former coworkers that I worked, some of them I worked over 17 years with, and so we had a cheeseburger and a couple beers, and we talked about some things for a couple hours there, and we could have probably gone to another bar, but I said, no, I got a broadcast to do. So it was good touching base with some very good friends and some very good individuals that have had my back in the past. They covered my ass a couple times and stuff like that, and I appreciate that. It's always good talking with them, and they want to know what I'm doing, and I say I'm living large each and every day here because I'm here. I was surprised. Tina says I was surprised. Good time. Yeah. we broke up about maybe 45 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago, and stuff like that. So I was able. It's a local watering hole, so to speak, and it's a good place. It's a community gathering spot, so to speak. So very friendly spot, and it's interesting. I haven't been there in a year and a half, but it's the same thing. The guys are carrying on what they're supposed to be doing, and that's good to hear. That means they're just carrying on with the mission. Oh, I got a little water on the spot. I got a water spot here. It's an enjoy. They're a good bunch of guys. I can't speak highly enough of it. They make me, the last time I worked with a good bunch of guys here was back when I was in the Air Force. When I worked at IBM, it was okay, but it was a good job. But the people, it was IBM. It was just a really good gathering, and sort of to break bread in a manner of speaking. Tony D, watched you in my room. Watching you in my room I'm on Cantina. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I guess you can do that, huh? so the Cantina folks can see me. They're saying, we remember that guy from Haps. Oh, glad to have you here, Tony. Coming in on the YouTube side there, Tony D. For those folks that are watching, he is a brother veteran, fellow broadcaster, and very good friend. He does Belt Kings fantasy football. It's another football. It's a real football broadcast, I guess, in a manner of speaking. Tony D is at Tony Tone 163, and he broadcasts on Sundays at 10:30. I like saying that as far as that goes. And Tina saying hi to Tony, and we have a good time on his broadcast. I really enjoy. He's in his third season. This is pretty much I'm a rookie. This is my first season doing this stuff, and I don't go in depth like Tony does on his broadcast. I get a whole wealth of football knowledge, and we also Tony has Michael Bathurst, who is on his broadcast. Michael and myself are his panel. We have some other folks. We haven't really had too many folks this season yet, but it is a well worth watching on a Sunday, and it's just me and say D. Say D, lots of laughs. Tony D says it's just it's just me and say D. Tony D. I did say Tony D, didn't I? Yeah. Say D, lots of laugh. Yeah, Tony D. Oh, you're the only one in the cantina room. So the people that are watching on the replay, Tony D, like I said, he's a brother veteran, good friend, and fellow broadcaster. On all these fine social media networks, you can see we're not just on Twitch like we used to be, and before that we used to be just on Haps. Well, even on Haps, Tony did a lot of multicasting, so I'm doing it here on Rumble Studios, which is a great platform for me. Okay, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I understand that. Some people will go ahead and use Restream and StreamYards. Great platforms. Don't get me wrong. Those are great, fantastic platforms. I'm not going to say anything. I've used them myself, but I just have settled in using Rumble Studios, and I do enjoy. And I thank Rumble for providing the platform. It's a great platform for me. Okay, like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea. And some people just don't want to broadcast to multi. That's fine. At least they're live streaming somewhere. That's the bottom line. That's the way I look at it. But if they do, you get a few more viewers, and because everybody's not on one platform anymore. So not that I'm catering to them. I just have fun being on a lot of platforms, and Rumble does it for me as far as that goes. We're on 7 platforms, and I think it just amazes me. Okay, let's see about the. If we got this up here. Yes, we do. Okay, there's the tote board. The tote board is up. Let's talk football, NFL football. I just want to make sure that's our whiteboard where we're going to be looking at some stuff, and we're going to be talking about the games of Week 7. We're getting ready to go into Week 8 coming up tomorrow night for Thursday night. We'll be going over those games. And Tony, I did get your picks. I think you saw the thumbs up, and the same thing with you, Tina. So the only picks I'm waiting for is Brian. Let me check. Let's see. Did he send me a whisper? No. Okay. Twitch is saying I'm unstable. What the hell's going on there? We got an ad break in 40 seconds, Tina. So just to let you know, I'm just looking at this. I don't know where to look at this. It says we're unstable. Oh, we were a little unstable. Okay, it's leveling out now. Okay, and let me check Facebook. Are we on the Facebook? Let me check the platforms here real quick, folks. Yep, we're on the Facebook, and we should be on Kick. We're on Kick, and are we on YouTube? We're on YouTube and X Live. Yes, we're on X Live. Okay, so we got all the platforms, so we're good to go. Okay. So let's see. The tote board. The whiteboard is my outline basically. So we'll be going back and forth. We had Week 7 scores last week. I think it was a good week of football. We had at least 4 or 5 good games, and for the most part, there were some good games. We had Let's see. We had last Thursday. We had the Broncos beating up on the Saints. The Saints, it's just coming. They're not doing too good. They're not in a good way right now. The Saints. Derek Carr is on the sidelines. Plus, they got injuries, and the Broncos were able to take advantage, 33-10. And then going into last Sunday, October 20th, the Jaguars got a win over in London, 32-16 over the Patriots. That's not saying much, though. Patriots are another team that they're not doing all that great. Seahawks came flying through, beating the Falcons down there in Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm not too sure about the Falcons right now. And then let's see, continuing with the 1:00 game, the Colts beat the I think it was Aaron Richardson. Is that the quarterback's name? Richardson. The Colts ended up winning. Hey, producer Jay, how you doing? I think it's fair to say we are all a bit unstable. Okay, Jay. Let me put that up on the quotes here. Let me pin that. There we go. Producer Jace, for the folks that are watching and the folks that are watching on the replay, go follow him over there on Twitch. I've known Jace since the Haps days, and he's a good guy. He does a lot of gaming on the Twitch, and a great online friend there and fellow broadcaster there. Good to have you in the chat there, Jace. Let's see, continuing with our scores, the Lions and Vikings. That was the very first, that's a big game right there last Sunday. And the Vikings, they were going to win. It looked like they were going to win it, but the Lions were able to, on Jake Bates, he came from the USFL on the Michigan Panthers, and the Lions picked him up. And he's doing a lot of good kicking for the Lions. So Lions won that game 31-29, and that's a division that everybody in that division is over 500. So even with the Vikings losing, they lost. They're not undefeated, but they're behind the Lions because they've got the same win-loss 5-1. But the Lions beat the Vikings, so they're a notch ahead. But everybody in that division is above 500, which is amazing. The Eagles Giants, that was a game of pretty much about nothing. The Eagles, they were more the superior team, winning 28-3. The Giants are just they're the same as last year, bad. The second game that I thought was pretty interesting was the Titans and Bills. But the Titans, there's something going on with the Titans. I thought at the beginning of the season, and we're in the 8th week now, so I'm going to be quite frank. I don't think the Titans, they're mid-range right now. There's something going on. They have a quarterback shortfall, but the Bills were able to win that game 34-10 with no problems. Then the battle in Ohio, the Cincinnati Bengals, they won against the Browns. Bengals, I think they're coming on right now. I think they're a good team. I don't think I picked them this year or this week. I do have my picks, and I will go over my picks there so you all know. And let's see, this is the third good. This is actually the second big game of the three that Texans and Packers. That was a close game. Texans, they played a good game, but the Packers were able to overcome 24-22. And then another game that had nothing to do with anything, the Rams and excuse me. I should just grab the little do thing here on the side. What the hell happened here? There we go. The Raiders and Rams. The Rams won 20-15. I'm not sure about the Rams right now or the Raiders. So, and then the Commanders, they overwhelmingly beat the Panthers. Panthers probably the second to worst team. Patriots being the worst team right now. And we'll see that in the power rankings. And they ended up winning. The Chiefs, this is the fourth big game last Sunday against the 49ers. 49ers are there, but they're just not clicking. They're not just, they have all the tools that some will say there's injuries and stuff like that, but I think they still have enough on the team. But they were playing against the Chiefs, and that was fairly, even though it was a 10-point deficit, 49ers were okay, but the Chiefs, they just, I I think there was a couple interceptions, so there's some takeaways there. So the Chiefs won 28-18, and then the Jets and Steelers. Everybody making a big deal about the Jets. I think they're the middle of the road team right now. I really don't think they're going to make the playoffs. That's my feelings about the Jets. They might be 1 or 2 games shorts. And I think it's because I'm not too hip. I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan at this point. I think Jets could do something better in that quarterback spot. But there's something else going on. But the Steelers, they look like that was a good first game for Russell Wilson, who came out. I watched the first half of this game, and I didn't think Russell Wilson was playing that good, so I went to bed. And the next morning, I wake up, he gets 3 touchdowns. He wins the football game. And the Steelers are looking pretty good right now as far as being 5-2. And then the 5th big game was the Ravens and Buccaneers on Monday night. And the Bucs just couldn't get it going in the first quarter. The Ravens, they came out banging, and it helped them in the long run. And they won that game 41-31. And I think this is an upset because I think the Chargers were favored, but the Cardinals, they were at home and they were able to upset the Chargers 17-15. So we can see that there's teams winning and losing, and there's some divisions that are getting a little bit tough there. So let's see. Moving on to the next section, and that would be our power rankings. Let's see if I get this. I need to get this set up here. Let me see. Our power rankings for this week, as far as the teams after week 7, going into week 8, there's a little bit of a shakeup on the bottom end, but for the most part, this is per CBS. That's Pete Presco. He's he's a CBS person that's taking part in our win and lose. I get his picks. He has some good articles. I like. I've been following his articles for a couple years now and stuff like that. But our power rankings for the first 15, you got Kansas City is number 1. They've been number 1. They're the only undefeated team right now at 6-0. You say, well, wait a minute, there's 7 weeks. They had a bye week. Then you have Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions, they were getting serious, okay? And I think they're a little bit better team than the Ravens. Vikings, even though they lost, they're still number 4. I think the Bills should be right there. You could switch the Bills. That's just my opinion, but this is just according to CBS. And then Green Bay. Again, I think the Bills should be ahead of them. But then Green Bay, Bills, and you have number 7, the Texans over Chicago Bears, Washington. Then number 10 is the Steelers, oddly enough. So where are the other teams? San Francisco 49ers and Cowboys. I don't even know why the Cowboys right now, they've lost their last 2 games and they're still in the top 20. Not sure about that. Seahawks are looking good. Buccaneers, they lost, but they still look good. Falcons, that's a question mark. They should be a little bit lower than that. But on the power rankings, the Eagles, they moved up 4 spots on the power rankings, and the Falcons moved down 6. So we looked at the first 15, and after the 15 or 16, you have the Broncos, Colts, then the Cardinals. They went up 4. The Chargers, they went down 6. The Jets, they should have went down more than 2. The Bengals, they should have gone up. They ended up winning, but they still went down 1. I'm not sure about that. You win a game, but you went down. But the Rams, they won their game. They went up 2. So I'm questioning this. And Giants are 25. They should have went down further than that. Jaguars should be ahead of the Giants at this point. Still the same record, but they're looking better than the Giants. Raiders, Titans, Dolphins, Browns, Patriots, and Panthers, they're all in the same boat. They're a mess. They're a mess. So that's our power rankings for after week 7, going into week 8. So let's see. And we're moving on to, let's see, our divisional. Let's see where the division race is at here. Because this is where it's going to matter now. we're halfway through the season, so we got to start looking at the divisions. And on our division chart there, you can see the Bills in the AFC East, they're first place, and there's nobody close. Dolphins, they're a wreck. The Jets, they have an issue right now. They could come back, but the Bills own this division. It gets a little bit interesting in the AFC North, where you got the Baltimore Ravens. Steelers are right behind them. That's going to be an interesting development between these two teams. Bengals can get into the mix. The Browns, I think they're done for the year at this point. AFC North, or no, AFC South. I'm sorry. Let's see. You got the Texans, 5-2. They're still up there, but right behind them is the Colts. And those are the two teams that are either one of those two teams, I think at this point, will be the winner of this division. And then the AFC West, you got the Chiefs, 6-0. Broncos will try and make a run, but the Chiefs own this division as well. Chargers and Raiders, they're not even going to come into play at this point. This is week 8 now. So I feel comfortable enough to make these type of predictions. Okay, that's what they are. Winning the division in the NFC, you got the Commanders with the Eagles right behind them. So it's going to be between one of these two teams, because the Cowboys, there's a big question mark. What's going on with the Cowboys? I have no idea. And the Giants, they're just, I'll be happy to see them win at least 5 or 6 games. Hopefully they can win 6 or 7 games. That'll be a successful season for them. I don't see them going on a tear. Now, this is the division that is really a unique division, the NFC North. If you look at the percentage, every team is 600% or higher. They're 4-2, 5-2, 5-1, and 5-1. The Lions and Vikings, any one of these teams, but I think the Vikings and Lions are the big dogs in this division, but don't count the Packers out and Bears. This will be an interesting division to watch. NFC South, Falcons and Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers can win this division. Forget about the Saints and Panthers. They're the bottom of the barrel right now in this division. Buccaneers could win this. Falcons, if they get back winning. But I don't think they're going to go any further than the playoffs as far as that goes. NFC West, which should be the San Francisco 49ers, but at 3-4 and under 500, they're third. So the Seahawks could own this. Cardinals, they could sneak in. They could sneak in to win this, even at 3-4. 49ers, I think they're going to be going. I think they're going to get their act together, and they'll be going to slowly move up. But the Seahawks, they're playing good football. They're playing very good football. So those are divisional leads. And Tina's saying hi to Jay, if you're still there. Let's see, who do we have still in the? We have a total of 7 people in the broadcast right now. 3 on Rumble. We have 1 on Locals. Nobody over there on YouTube, from what I'm seeing. Let me check on the YouTube. We have 1 person on YouTube, and we have 1 person on Kick. And I'm not sure who's on Facebook and what's on. I don't know who's on third. Borrowing from Abbott and Costello there. And X, let's see, how many people we have on X? We have 2 viewers on X. Thank you very much. And thank you, Tony, for saying hi. Oh, was that on the X? Talk football. Yeah, that's on X. How come I didn't see that in the chat? He made a comment. Okay. I guess the chat's not working. I'll have to ask him about that. But currently we have 2 people, 2 people on X. So thank you very much. Oh, let's see now. We're moving on. So after week 8, our tote board for the wins losses, and this is something this is for week 7. This is how it looks as far as the win loss And you can see that Tony, he ended up taking first place again with Michael Bathurst and Ted and myself. I ended up going up a notch. So I tied for third or second place there. Then Brian, he dropped down to third place. Captain Rehab coming in on the weekly. He's only qualifying for the weekly. He ended up getting 8 and 7. And Tina, you and CBS came up 7 and 8, I'm afraid. So you did a little bit better than CBS. CBS is not doing all that great. And this guy gets, the guy, Pete Presco for CBS, I take his picks. He's not doing too good because on overall, this is what we have for overall as of today. Tony's in first place with 68 wins, 39 losses. Michael is in second with 65 wins, 42 losses. Ted is 64, 43. That's the top tier. And Brian comes in with 58 and 59 at fourth. CBS is fifth. I'm catching up to CBS. They're 56. They've been, the last couple of weeks for CBS is not doing too good. And then I've been 55 and 52. And Tina, you're 49 and 58. And Captain Rehab total is 38 wins, 39 losses, but he never participated in fourth. So he's basically locked into position 8. So because I can't calculate, this is calculations of 100. We have 107 games after week 7 that has been played. So that's how we sit there. Now, the upcoming games that are coming this week, starting tomorrow night, we have, just to go over that schedule, this is the schedule for the upcoming games. You got Minnesota and LA Rams. Rams are Minnesota's favored by 3 points. And I think I picked Minnesota on that game. And then Sunday, starting at 1 o'clock. We don't have any early game on Sunday. We have Baltimore and Cleveland at 1. Baltimore's favored by 8.5 points. I picked Baltimore on that. And then the next game, Detroit. Tennessee comes into Detroit. Detroit is favored by 11 points. I picked Detroit. That's the next game, Green Bay and Jaguars. Green Bay is 4.5 points. I think I took Green Bay on that one. And this will be an interesting game. Indiana, this is a divisional game right here, I believe. Indiana going into Houston. Houston they're favored, but I picked Indiana on this one. And the same thing, Miami, surprising enough, in the next game, playing against Arizona, is favored by 3 points. I picked Arizona in that game. Now, let me see. I have to check here something real quick here. Let me check this real quick. I got to look at who. The next game, did I pick the Jets? I got to check. I don't want to scroll this up and down where it makes you dizzy. Let's see. Who did I pick for the Jets? Yeah, I did pick the Jets. Jets over New England. So I did pick the Jets. I just wanted to make sure. I haven't picked the Jets the last several weeks. I think I picked them in week 1, but then I didn't pick them after that. Let's see. Let's reset this. Okay, so I picked the Jets to win over New England, even though and the Jets are favored in that game too, but it's in New England. New England could do the upset, but I think what I saw with the Jets when they lost to Pittsburgh, they still have a halfway decent team. The next game, Atlanta over and going into Tampa Bay. I actually picked Tampa Bay. I think this is the first time I'm picking Tampa Bay. But Atlanta is favored, which I think this is definitely a divisional. And I think Tampa Bay being at home, they'll be strong. And then after that, we have Philadelphia and Cincinnati. Cincinnati's favored, but I took Philly in this game. Next game, New Orleans going into LA Chargers. Of course, I'm going to take the Chargers. New Orleans just a wreck. This will be another good game right here. This is that's the first 4 o'clock game, but this game will probably be on is the one I'll be watching, the 4 o'clock game, Buffalo and Seattle. This is going to test Buffalo. They need to win this game. They can lose it, but then given the division setup for their division, they could still win the division. But I picked Buffalo to win this game. Chicago, Washington. Chicago's favored by 1.5 points. I picked Washington. I think Washington at home is going to be tough. They got a good quarterback. And Tina, Rich, we picked a lot of the same. Yeah, and same thing with Captain Rehab. What I see so far, Tina, with your picks, Captain Rehab's picks, they're going to be, this week is going to be fairly close because it's obvious on some of these teams. I'm not going to pick that team. I think I'm taking a chance on Arizona. Like I took the Jets, but I think you took New England. There's like two. So nobody's really going to go skyrocketing up the scales and stuff like that. Like this game, Denver is expected to win over Carolina. That's an obvious pick, unless you like Carolina. I don't think they're going to do an upset. And then like this one, Kansas City. I picked Kansas City. It's obvious. Now this one, Dallas. I think I picked San Francisco. So and then the New York Giants and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh won last week. They played good with Russell Wilson. I think they're going to play just as good with the Giants. Giants suck on the road. So, but you're right as far as that. Yeah, you too. Yeah. But you're right in saying, Tina, that there's some that we have picked. I've noticed that when I was plugging in the, let's see, your picks basically. Let's see, where did I put the picks here? I'm all over the board here. Yeah, Tina, like we. I haven't plugged your teams, your picks in yet. Let me see. Let's see. Let me go to your picks here. Yeah, we both picked the Vikings, Cincinnati. You picked Cleveland. Who's Cleveland playing? Where I picked Baltimore. I don't know about that one. I think Baltimore. It's in Cleveland. Cleveland, they could possibly win that. That's where we did. There's one that we differ with. Okay, Detroit, we picked the same. Arizona, Jet. Oh, you took the Jets. You didn't take New England. Oh, that's interesting. You usually take New England. So we're only different. We took Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Indianapolis, L.A. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we did pick. You took Chicago, though. I didn't take Chicago. I took Washington. So there's two. And then San Francisco. Yeah, I took San Francisco over Dallas. So we're between you and me, there's two. And I think between me and Captain Rehab, there's like three. So I think because it's obvious who to pick as far as that goes. Those are the picks, and I'm sticking to them as far as that goes. I did get Tony's picks. Let me see if I can bring them in from he and Ted Hicks picks. Let's see what Ted picked. Let's see. Ted picked. All right, where's Ted's slot? Oh, there's Ted. Okay. Oh, Ted picked Minnesota, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Washington, Kansas City, Denver, Chargers, Houston. I didn't take. Did I take Houston? I'm not sure. He took the Green Bay, Jets, Detroit, Baltimore, Philly, Buffalo, Atlanta. And those are pretty close to what you picked there, too. Let's see. Tony D. I got his picks. Let's see what he said. Tony D. He gave me his picks. I like the way he says his picks. Let me put them in the notes here. I didn't get any picks from Brian or Michael Bathurst yet. But Tony D. He picked Minnesota, Philly, Baltimore, Detroit, Arizona, Jets, Atlanta, Green Bay, Houston, New Orleans. I don't know about New Orleans. Granted they have a good running back. Seattle, okay, I could see that. Denver, Kansas City, Washington. He's going woo. Dallas, he's a Dallas fan. Okay, I'll give him that. And then Pittsburgh. So I differ maybe 3 or 4 with him. And the same thing with you, Tina. So you see there's a little bit of a difference there. So and let's see, Seattle. He picked Seattle. Who did I pick? I picked Buffalo. I'm surprised but he likes Geno Smith. So this, any one of those, that's the only game I see that Buffalo could possibly lose to Seattle because they're playing in Seattle. And I'm one that always said over the last couple of years, Seattle's always tough in Seattle and stuff. In Washington, they have a good quarterback, so they can beat Chicago. And the Houston game, where Houston, they could very easily beat Indianapolis, but Indianapolis, I think they're a team that can hold their own. It depends on how the game develops. So that's the interesting thing about football. So we're all fairly close. We're not going to, move up the ladder. Tony had that first week where he almost was perfect as far as that goes, and such. So I'm not sure who's still in the chat, but we're that's all I got on my list there. So we got that done in 37 minutes. So and that's all it is. I'm not going to stay on that long. Tony, if you're still there, I don't know if you'd want to come up as far as that goes. To give you an idea, Pete Presco's picks. This is the CBS analyst. He's getting paid for this. He writes good articles. Don't get me wrong. I think some of he's picking Vikings, Ravens, Lions, Texans, Packers, Dolphins, Jets. And this is the one he's picking the Buccaneers, but the Falcons. That's the first team that's not favored by the odds maker. He's picking Bengals, they're favored, Chargers, Bills, Bears, Broncos, Chiefs, 49ers, and Pittsburgh. So other than one team, he's picking all the favorites. And for the most part, that's what you're doing, Tina, and that's what I'm doing. And I think other than our favorites, like Tony, he likes Dallas, and as far as that goes. I know Brian will pick Houston. So, but that's all I have as far as for the football, as far as talking about last week. I did not really go into the news. Let's see what we have on the news for the various which team will be buyers, seller ahead. Well, they had two big trades. Amari Cooper, he's with the Bills, and the Jets picked up somebody, I can't think of his name, from Las Vegas. Amari Cooper came from, and he, in the game this past weekend, got a touchdown right off the bat. So Josh Allen is feeding his folks there let's see, Minnesota, Baltimore, Detroit. And if you look at the settings, the even team, you got Indiana at 4-3 and Houston at 5-2. That's about the even team. Everybody else, Arizona, Miami, they're 3-4 for Arizona, 2-4. Same thing with the Jets in New England, 4-3 for the Atlanta Falcons, 4-3 for Tampa Bay. You have Philly and Cincinnati, their record are fairly close. New Orleans and Chargers, just New Orleans, they're just a wreck. Buffalo Bills and Seattle, they're fairly close. 5-2 for the Bills, 4-3 for Seattle so far. Washington and Chicago. Washington is one game ahead on that. Denver is 4-3. Carolina is 1-6 in that game. Kansas City 6-0. They're going to get 7-0. And then Dallas is 3-3. San Francisco is 3-4. But I think San Francisco, that's going to be their step off to come back in their division. And then Giants 2-5. Pittsburgh, I expect them to win over the Giants on that. I'm just looking on the NFL channel here. And here's something of interest because I'm a big, full disclosure, I'm a Bills fan. You have Josh Allen of the Bills has yet to throw a pick. Is the gunslinger now a game manager? He could be. He's playing good ball. As a prospect, he had accuracy issues. As a third-year pro, he completed 69.2% of his passes. Early in 2023, he was over-reliant on Stephon Diggs. which didn't bring anything to the team last year. By the end of the year, the Bills had found more reasonable balance of targets for their star quarterback, and Allen was better for it in 2023. Allen had turnover problems. He had a lot of interceptions last year with a career high of 18 interceptions. This year, he has 0. I knock on wood now because I don't think I hope I didn't jinx him. Through 7 games. Going back last season, he hasn't thrown a pick in 9 straight games. We've seen Allen move beyond several flaws in his game. So he's playing better ball for the Bills. And that's only going to benefit the Bills. Quarterback rankings, according to CBS, 2024 NFL Week 8 quarterback power rankings. Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield. Lions, Jared Goff leap into the top 5. So our top 5 quarterbacks so far, you got Lamar Jackson, number 1. Joe Burrows is number 2. Josh Allen, he should be number 2. No, well, wait a minute. Where's Baker May or Patrick Mahomes, number 7? Nah, he's number 1. Sam Donaldson is in the top 10 at number 8. Brock Purdy is number 3. C.J. Stroud's number 10. Jalen Hurts is number 11. Number 12 is Justin Herbert. Number 13, Cousins. Then Williams. Geno Smith at 15. Dak Prescott, who used to be in the top 10, is dropped to 16. Why is Burrows up ahead? The Bengals remain contenders thanks to the sneaky showing on both sides of the ball, but Burrows has remained a reliable rifle, especially feeding Chase for big plays. So Allen ranks in the bottom quarter of all quarterbacks and completions at 63%, but his heroic play style elevates his whole offense. And now Amari Cooper is on board. He should only rise to a +1. Baker Mayfield, forever guts. Mayfield has constantly overcome hiccups with timely bullets in Tampa Bay, leading the NFL in scoring strikes of 18, can keep it up without his newly injured wide receiver +1. So why is Mahomes? Nothing about his stats indicate a top 10 quarterback. Big plays have been especially hard to come by, yet the Chiefs aren't 6-0 without his clutch dual threat worked amid, and he went +4. I don't know if I agree with some of these power rankings. So, okay. It should be over. So is Tony D? Tony, are you there? If you're there, would you like to come up? Because I'm going to get ready to close this out. We're coming up on 45 minutes. And I don't know if you'd like to come up. Sometimes he likes to come up. So I think that's about it as far as my outline. Okay, you're back. Okay, Tina. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here as far as that goes. So I got your picks. I thank you, Tina, for the picks. That was good to and like I said, I'd like to keep this within the 30, 45 minute range. No more than an hour. We got 15 minutes. I don't know if Tony's still there. Oh, that's right. He's on Cantina, so he can't come up. He's got me broadcast. Okay, Tina. And Captain Rehab's not here, so I'm glad I got his picks as far as that goes. Real quick, let me go over Captain Rehab. Let's see, I got Captain Rehab's picks. You might be interested. Did I tell you Captain Rehab's picks, Tina? Let me see. Because I know he made the comment, just pick his picks. I don't know. You probably saw, he had them in chat this morning. Let's see. Oh, Tony, you there? You want to come up? Let me go over Captain Rehab's picks. He picked Minnesota, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Detroit, Arizona. He took New England, which I'm surprised he didn't take the Jets. Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Houston, Chargers, Seattle, Denver, Kansas City, Washington, and Dallas. and he took Pittsburgh on the Monday night. So you can see they're all the same. Okay, let's bring up Tony to see what he has to say about football here. Let me send you the link here, Tony. Stand by. Let's get the link. And I'll send you, let's see, we'll send it to him on the, let's see, let's talk football for 10.23.2024. Okay, we'll hold tight. There you go, Tony. We'll bring up Tony and see if he has anything to say. Let's see. We had that. Let's see. That's NFL. What do we have here on CBS Sports? Quarterback power rankings. We went over the power rankings. ESPN, they don't have nothing there. So. And let's see if we get Tony up here. Oh, Tony, hang on for a minute. Are you up? Yeah, I see you. I got to put the. I forgot.
I'll be trying. All right.
I had a few adult beverages earlier today, so
you should be cussing by now. I'm disappointed in you.
I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in a happy mood, as you can see. I had I hooked up with some of the coworkers I used to work with and stuff like that, so we had a good time. But I was able to make it tonight's show and stuff like that. How you doing this evening?
I'm good. Couple things first. And
yeah, go ahead.
I know you want to wrap this up on your Facebook.
No, go take your time. We got.
When we was talking the other day about your Facebook page, right?
Okay, yeah, the privacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you should be seeing something off of it. Because I dropped a comment on purpose, and I'm trying to see why you're not seeing it. I dropped a comment on the post. Yes, on your Facebook. Because when I look at it now, see, it's not set. Your page is set on public. The broadcast specifically itself has to be set on public. That's what I was trying to tell you the other day. So,
but that's not. But that
I'm gonna show you why. I'm looking at your page right now. I'm gonna show you. Go to this broadcast specifically on your public page.
Yeah, I'm seeing your comments on the Facebook.
Right, but you should see it on the Rumble side as well, and I'm gonna tell you why. Look under your name. You see where it's like a little cogwheel?
In Rumble or Facebook?
On your Facebook.
Okay, hang on. Let me.
Rehab, shut up.
Oh, is Rehab here?
Yeah,
no.
He's here.
You made it? Oh, okay. Hey, Captain Rehab.
I'm gonna need you to keep Joel Embiid healthy in the first place before you ever talk junk to me, slap nuts. Okay, where were we? Rich, go to your Facebook, but go to this broadcast specifically. Hey, Tina.
There's my Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the call.
This broadcast. Okay, look where it said that 48 minutes. You see that symbol right next to it?
Where's the 48 minutes? Oh, okay. Oh, that cog. Oh. Right there. Anyone on Facebook?
Okay, now that's the page. We're going to talk the broadcast specific.
Okay.
Go to the broad. You see the 3 dots right there on the right. Hit that real quick.
Right there. These 3 dots.
And it says public. Okay. So why is it not coming up is my question. There you go. Edit post.
Edit post. Oh, that's different. Okay.
You should have the option to go to public.
Where's dashboard?
Why it's not doing that is what's tripping me out.
Okay. What am I looking for over on settings?
Look at settings here. Let me see settings.
Settings, it says stream, viewer, comments. Maybe stream?
Yeah, let me see that. Jesus, I didn't want you to put this all the way out there in public. No, that's not it. Go back. God damn it, somebody will steal your stream key. Close that quickly. Thank you. I don't know why it's not doing it. Because your Facebook comments should be coming up on here with no problem. Like I'm gonna drop another one now.
Okay.
The comments should be coming up on your Rumble side, and it should show you that you have a Facebook viewer.
There.
See, you got a 1 over there now on your Facebook. You see how there's a 1?
Yeah.
That means somebody's over there, or somebody's watching from your Facebook page. You're not receiving in your Facebook notifications.
Oh, there it is now. Oh,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. So when I put a comment up there, something should have came up. When I do what my comments come up.
I see
for the broadcast specific. Yeah, for the broadcast specific.
you think by going into the Facebook that ended up toggling something? Maybe.
No. When you go to the Facebook, when you go to the broadcast specific, you go to the edit, and it should be able to go to public. Because right now, your broadcast was, even though your page is public, your broadcast is set. Well, it does say public with that little cog on there, but it's still not showing. I don't know why your Facebook pages aren't showing up. Your Facebook comments should be showing up over here with the Rumble page.
Oh, over here. Oh, okay.
Yes. It should show up the same way it does on Restream, someone coming from a different platform.
The only thing I can, and I might have said this before, this Facebook page it's not my original Facebook page.
That's fine. This is you get it linked.
This is because I have two sub pages. I got this one, the Real Fireman Rich, and then I got Tioga Fire Protection and Fire Prevention, which I don't really use. So I'm just wondering, it's because they're like a business page.
I got you.
But technically, it should come up. Now if I'm seeing the little number 1, I should be seeing the comments too.
Yes, that means somebody in the Facebook page is watching.
Yeah.
All those individual numbers mean somebody from that platform who's on your show is watching, or as a viewer.
Yeah. See, I didn't see that other little cog that you just pointed to.
But it does say that means it's public. So I don't understand what's going on. But that's my thing on that. Number 2, DeAndre Hopkins is not going to the Chiefs. He's going to the Titans.
Who's that?
That's on the news. DeAndre Hopkins, the wide receiver.
He's going
to the Titans.
The last word I got was he's supposed to go to Kansas City yesterday.
Yeah, but they had to go into the Titans. Check right now if you get a chance. I've been watching it all day.
No, I saw it yesterday. They mentioned it on was it PIT or whatever that show is?
PTI. Happy 23 years to PTI. Happy 23 years to PTI. That's one of my favorite sports shows ever.
That is the best.
Ever.
The one guy, I guess he waves a Canadian flag. He went to Binghamton University too.
Yes, that's Tony Kornheiser.
Tony, and but they're a class act and stuff like. I like that picture because it looks so freaking young. It's like, holy crap.
See, they got up here 2 hours ago. He's going to the Chiefs, but they was talking.
So that's a recent change. That's a recent change. Then
they've been saying he was going to the Titans. They was, and I was like, he's already on it. What are they doing? They had this story all crossed up all day.
Yeah.
He's traded from the Titans to the Chiefs, so now he's going to the Chiefs. Okay, as of right now, he's going to the Chiefs. They were saying Titans.
Oh no! So he is going to the Chiefs.
He's going to the Chiefs.
Okay, so that's the last one I got him.
Because that's big for the Chiefs.
Who's the guy that went from Las Vegas to the Jets?
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Adams. He didn't play when they played against Pittsburgh, did he? Was he out on the field?
He was on the field, yes.
Okay. I don't remember.
He didn't get any numbers. He didn't get any numbers.
Well, he's just coming on there, so he probably doesn't know all the plays.
He doesn't know the plays, but he used to play with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers got a couple of his favorite receivers on the offense with the Jets.
Yeah.
So I had that whole DeAndre Hopkins thing all mixed up, but it was crazy. Because nobody knows Spencer Rattler Rehab. Nobody knows him. Nobody knows him.
He talked about Spencer Rattler this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Spencer Rattler?
He's the quarterback for the Saints right now since Taysom Hill is out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Captain Rehab. I'm just catching up because he said that this morning.
I did not see that Rehab. If they signed Jordy Nelson, let's see this.
Jordan Nelson, yeah. So I'm just wondering how the Jets are going to do with that. It'll be a week later after he's been on the team and stuff. Captain Reed says, "I'm making it up, you fool." I got your fool, Captain Rehab.
Yeah, I got this fool too, jackass.
So did you really have me on Cantina?
I was in my room. Yeah, Cantina is nothing but a Zoom room. That's all it is. I was in there. Me and Sadie were talking, and I pulled you up real quick. I didn't ping anybody in there because they a whole nother story. But I was watching it in the room because me and her were talking.
You're tempting me to go on Cantina just to go on your room, but no, okay. I'll put it in. It's way behind TikTok. No, okay.
I'd rather rebroadcast on TikTok.
Yeah. Well, the big thing about TikTok. Well, you know my feelings about TikTok. It depends on what pays out. If they do become
easy Rehab, easy.
Yeah.
Do not, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not your crowd. You're not one. You don't want to be involved with what they.
No. I have enough. I have enough with Captain Rehab.
Yeah, you do. And he's normally on mute doing what he does right here. But what else is going on?
I got it last night. I thought I got mixed up this morning. I thought it was preseason, but actually last night NBA started. Celtics getting raising banner 18 and getting their rings. One of the I'm not sure which individual there. He said the ring's too big on my finger, and but the Celtics. I watched that whole game last night.
They beat the hell out the Knicks last night. They beat the hell out the Knicks.
But what do you think about LeBron playing with the Sun? That's historic. Yeah, that's huge.
I want to see that.
Now they said, is he going to stay? Is he going to be going down to he's not going to stay on the Lakers' main team the whole season now, is he? Or is he going to?
LeBron wants to play with his son.
Yeah.
I expect him to retire, if not next season, the season after.
Well, he said 2 or 3 more seasons.
Exactly. So also they made history by being the first father-son duo in the NBA.
Yeah.
Once Bronny scores, I think they'll be the first ones to do something. See, Ken Griffey and his dad got home runs together. So LeBron and Bronny, I don't know what they got to do, but they already made history. They're gonna make another one as long as they play together. They're gonna be making history every game.
Did you see the game last? Because even though the Knicks lost, the Knicks are going to be a powerhouse this year.
They're going to be fine, but they won't beat the Celtics in the finals unless they got. I don't know. I just don't know if they'll beat them in the finals, and I don't know if the Knicks are going to the finals.
Yeah, the gameplay they almost had the record. They tied the record for 3-point shot. They came out shooting. I couldn't believe all the 3 points. It's like I was watching a WNBA game, for Christ's sake.
Looking like Steph Curry,
something like that. Yeah. Tina. Captain Rehab to Tina.
We all behave for Rich. We all behave. We behave for Rich. I behave for Rich. I behave for Ted.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys. It's all good fun.
Absolutely.
But no, good basketball game last night. It's just like the Celtics. I can't believe what I was seeing last night, though, with the Knicks. Yeah,
and they feel in themselves. They actually do have a good team. That is a good, solid core team. I see them having a run in pretty much a dynasty. I truly do.
Yeah, we'll see how it pays out and stuff like that, because LA's gonna. I'll be interested to see with LeBron's son as far as to have that.
He's new. He ain't gonna do nothing. He's new. He's new and he's shorter than a lot of guys. He's on the team. He made it to the NBA. I ain't mad. He wants to earn his way through, which is a big plus.
Yeah.
I'm mad the Mets lost. Damn the Yankees.
Yeah.
To hell with the Dodgers.
Well, are you rooting for the Dodgers then, or what? You're gonna be going for the Dodgers?
I don't even know the one. Hell, both of them.
Who's Captain Rehab going for? Dodgers or Yankees? I'm going with the Yankees. I have to. New York team.
And prayers to Andy Dalton and his family.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, you posted something about that, didn't you? Yeah.
Prayers to Andy Dalton and his family, straight up.
Yeah, because we had a broadcaster here that we all know, Badges, that was in a car accident, which was like, it's still mind-boggling, that.
That messed me up.
Yeah, and just so as far as that goes. So, but other than that, we're coming up on an hour, and yes. I'm glad you came up, Tony, because it's always a pleasure to have you up here on Wednesdays. I want to say thank you to Tina for being here, as well as Tony and Captain Rehab that were in the audience or in the chat, and I do appreciate the people that are watching here as well. I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich on X, and next to me is my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster Tony D, who does Belt Kings Fantasy Football on. And there's Laura.
Boy, what's going on, Laura? How you doing, man?
It's late for you, Laura. Jeez, it's almost midnight, past midnight where you're at in Norway. But Tony Tone 163 for Belt Kings Fantasy Football 10:30, and we have a ball on that. I love that broadcast.
These guys carrying me up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to keep it cool, but they're carrying me. You too, Tina. Take care. Thank you.
Okay, Tina, you have a good one. And folks, you all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Tony, hang loose.